can I really sustain this nomadic lifestyle in long term? And that is the question that I am exploring here with all of you today in my channel. And it's been sitting with me for a while, as I will be nearly 3 years in September. So if you are new to here, I want to welcome you all, and I want to thank you for tuning in. This is Maria and Sunday, and Sunday is my beautiful dog that he is munching some goodies. Friday is my camper van. I named it Friday. And I am Maria. I've been exploring Australia in 3 different cities for the last 2.5 years, and I have been challenging the status quo, the idea of what home is, what home looks like, for many women redefining their lives at a mature age. So this question, can I sustain this nomadic lifestyle in a long-term period? And well, that is what I wanted to explore and have a conversation with you. This might trigger your own thoughts, your own opinion, your own questions, and your own assumptions as well. As when we start this live, we don't have all of the scripts written on how everyday life is going to go. Especially, I wanted to share this. If you are thinking of putting all your belongings into storage and sell everything you can and hit the road, as I mentioned, with no specific plan, I wanted to share with you because some of my personal friends ask me, what do you do for income? So income has been a little bit of a puzzle for the last 2.5 years. I am actively shaping it. It's not that I live out of fresh air. And it's knowing that this part of the journey, it takes time, because I had been developing a coaching practice that you have heard me talking about it. I had dipped into my savings from 20 plus years that I worked, and I also have a supplement with some other income that I receive and I am entitled to. So that is what has been my main source of income. My goal is to grow it from the coaching programs that I offer. And this is still work in progress because I want it to be also authentic. The program is great, but it's been developing. So most of my investment is being into the business side, into the business development, and that is training, customer relationship management systems, to create that container so that I am able to have a better chance to succeed. In terms of budget, how do I budget? And I haven't been a budgeting girl most of my life, and obviously always lived within my means. For over 8 weeks, for example, that I traveled to Newcastle from early March to early May, which I had included traveling plus house sitting. I visited the Blue Mountains and I drove from Melbourne to Newcastle along the coast, and then back to Melbourne on the main highway, doing approximately nearly 4,000 kilometers. I would say that I spent a little bit over $700 Australian dollars in fuel. I chose the scenic coastal route from here to Melbourne to Newcastle because I wanted to explore the beautiful coast, the East Coast, and then on my way back I used the direct freeway, which is obviously more economical because you're on a straight line, on not stopping, and so on. Food. For the 8 weeks that I traveled to Newcastle, I spent for around 8 weeks $900 in groceries. And that included meat for Sunday, my beautiful dog, and little things like cheese, crackers, and you name it, personal care, and those other things that make my life rich and abundant, because I have never focused on a lack. So that's how I had been kind of having assessment on how much I have been spending over a period of 8 weeks. In terms of health, well, as I'm getting older, there is more care that I need, and climbing in and out of the van, I have to be very careful carrying heavy containers of water, lifting my EcoFlow batteries. It all demands strength and focusing on my core, and also having the right mindset in order for my body to respond in the same way. I want to give you an example. I carried, during those 8 weeks that I traveled towards Newcastle, I carried my 13 kilos power bank for several blocks, because I had to park the van in some car park and then find a cafe that I could just plug it into 200 volts outlet, and I had to carry these for several meters. And I have noticed the strength of my muscles. Even when I came back to Melbourne, I had noticed that I was feeling very strong. And it's not an easy life. It is a beautiful lifestyle. So my health practices that I wanted to share with you has been prioritizing my sleep. And now we are in the shortest days here in the Southern Hemisphere. And so after sunset, you don't find me outside. It's different in the summertime. So I closed my camper, I stayed inside, organizing my dinner and working on my computer and tuning into what my body asks of me, because it's normally been hard work throughout the day. The goal, friends, the goal hasn't been about perfection, but it's about being capable, feeling vitality and feeling joy throughout the day and throughout the experiences that I have. So if you are still here with me, and Sunday is here, I want to thank you so much. You're not just a viewer, right? You are not. You are part of this journey, as I have shared over 300 plus videos here in my channel, and you have joined me today and Sunday in this unfolding adventure which we are creating. Every day we are creating. Right now we are in Portsea. So I have a question for all of you out there. What do you want to create in your life? And how do you want it to evolve? I hope this video was insightful. It brought you closer to my life and to what we do and what I do, and also how I've been doing it and why I have been doing it. All of us, we have choices. So if you enjoy, give us a thumbs up and consider subscribing as well. We all small channel creators need your support, and I have invited you fully and completely into my life. Thank you so much, and we'll see you next week for more conversations with Maria and Sunday.